kind of pace myself because I give all the energy on Sunday, a little less on Monday, less on Tuesday, and by Wednesday I'm just like, I'm ready to get this over with. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Apex Racing Cup Series here on Full Throttle Television. My name's Brody Hanna. In the booth with me is Tony Solari. And Tony, we're back here at Sonoma Raceway on Tuesdays for the Apex Racing Cup Series. Looking forward to a great race here through the rolling wine country here in Sonoma Valley.
Yeah, we must have drank a little too much wine because we can't find our way out of this place. And it doesn't bother me. I mean, I love this track. So it's kind of good to be here. They obviously didn't get any rain because the grass is still dead. So but that's all right. The cars are on the track. They're taking their Q laps. And, yeah, we're going to see some lefts and rights tonight.
Yeah, guys are taking their qualifying laps right now. 10 minutes of qualifying time. So everybody trying to set a good starting position so when they get going, they can see the front of the field here at Sonoma. Yeah, we are in wine country, and this track itself is a little winding twists and turns around this facility. A lot of fun corners around here. We'll look at our track description, and you can kind of talk about some of your favorite parts about this place. The hairpin, to me, turn 11 is probably the best passing zone, I would say, on this track, and probably the most fun. You really have to get the car slowed down and turned around there. But you can wind up into turn 1. You kind of dip down into turn 3 and 4 and 5 and kind of across the top there. And then you cut across, the little cut through right there. And down through the S's. There's a lot of fun corners on this track if your car is handling the way you want it to.
Yeah, well, I mean, in all honesty, I love every part of this track. I mean, yeah, to me, one of my favorite corners is turn 1. You just kind of climbing up that hill, the high speed. You're kind of, going through start-finish line, and you kind of make that high speed. You're downshifting, and you got to get that hard braking into turn 2. That's a great place to make up a little bit of time. Then it takes you into kind of the blind corner S's. Then obviously turn 4. I mean, you got to make sure you don't kiss that wall. Turn 7 is a little sharp hairpin, but it sets you up for the back stretch of S's, which are a little bit more high speed. And it's one of those, we talked about on Sunday too. It's a momentum feeling where, you screw up the one first corner, it's going to screw up all the S's following you. So it's one of those things where you got to get it right off the bat. And then obviously, yeah, turn 11, that hairpin, the carousel, like I call it, it's a lot of fun, a lot of passes to be made. Danger zone as well. We might see a couple guys into the tires, a couple guys maybe even into each other. But yeah, it's tricky. Even turn 10, that high-speed kink is a little dangerous, but a lot of fun. I mean, this is the brown hell. It's kind of like the green hell of the Nürburgring, which I also referred to on Sunday. But it's brown hell out here just because obviously they don't have grass that grows. Well, I mean, it does grow. It's just not rendered.
Yeah, I don't know where to take off from there, but we did see a lot of action there in turn 11 on Sunday night. We saw a lot of action happening down there in turn 11. Like I said, that is the premier braking point where you can outbrake somebody, but if you get that wrong, it can cause calamity in that corner as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, especially, too, other car content and just even hitting the wall. And then, too, you got to be careful when you're squeezing the power out of that hairpin, too, that you don't get loose. We saw a couple of guys even spin before the start-finish line in that little kink at turn 12. So, yeah, it's a very technical track, but it's a lot of fun. And the guys that could get it right, they're going to be in victory lane. And you just got to minimize your mistakes, just like anytime we come to any road course. With a big field, I'm looking at, 30 cars out here tonight. The top 10 are going to have the least amount of mistakes tonight.
Yeah, it's tricky out there, especially with this car. This car's being as rigid as it is. You get it wrong, and it will step out from you in a heartbeat. So it's going to be important to not only get a good starting position here, but also kind of maintain that throughout the race, maintain your car control, and make sure you're on it all the way through. Well, let's look at our schedule because this is race 5 of the season. We got some fun races coming up after this one as well. We got Bristol next week. I cannot wait. We got Kansas. We got Atlanta coming up, Texas, Watkins Glen, back on a road course here in 5 races. So this is a good test for that to kind of see who's going to be competitive in that race as well. Of course, this being the second race of the season, or second road course of the season. But some fun tracks coming up for the Apex Cup Series and a long season ahead.
Yeah, next week should be a lot of fun at Bristol. I know you've been looking forward to that one. I got my favorite track this week, and you're getting your favorite track next week, which should be a lot of fun. Kansas always puts on a really good race. I think a lot of guys really enjoy that track. And then we got Echo Park, the White Knuckle Ride. Texas, the Glen again. So yeah, like you say, the Glen is going to be the easiest of the 3 road courses, but I'm looking forward to that one as well. So yeah, great schedule. I mean, still quite a bit of races. We're not even uh, what are we? We're not even a quarter of the way through the season so far. So a lot of good points to be made up tonight too, especially if you got those road course chops.
That's true. That's true. It's a good point. Good place to kind of make up some points if you are a road course ace. You can make up some points here for sure, and there's a couple more coming up in the season. Like I said, this is the second race of the second road course race of the season, Tony. And while we got a minute to talk, talk us through what does it take to be good at road courses? What skill sets do you need to perform well at a road course, and how can you get better at a road course?
Braking. 90% of it's braking. You got to know when to brake, how to brake, and then I know these cars are a little difficult to get them slowed down. And you just got to kind of, it's a lot of geometry too. You know, you got to kind of link the corners up, and you got to kind of have that assumption that, you know, you might have to be slow in one corner to be quick in the other corner. And a lot of it is just kind of just linking these, hitting the apexes. You got to know some of the curbs to hit, some of the curbs you don't want to hit just because they're going to upset the car. And, you know, more than anything, you got to keep the tires under you. You do not want to get those right rears hot. We saw one of the guys the other day who won on Sunday. I can't remember. I don't think he's even in the field tonight, but he was
Mike
getting the
Alexander. Yep.
That's right. It was Mike Alexander. So yeah, he was getting the rear end tight or a little hot through the first stint of the race, and then he was able to manage that, and it came down to a victory.
Oh, sorry. I think Mike Rhino actually won that.
That's right. It was Rhino. Yeah, you're right. It was Rhino.
One of those Mikes.
Yeah. We had a Mike and Mike battle that whole race too. But yeah, you just got to kind of manage that, and keep the tire heat down. Obviously, every time we go to any track, you got to worry about tire wear, and the road courses are no different. So. They're going to have 2 stages, so they're going to be able to get their tires. I don't think fuel is going to be an issue. You just got to stay on the track. And this has got a lot of runoff, too, where you might not hit a wall, but it can definitely screw you up.
Well, I'm looking at Jordan Fisher. He's going to continue his domination probably. Let's see if somebody can unseat him. Trevor Dyer's going to be tough to beat. CJ Gates, he'll be in the mix. He's always just kind of hanging around and willing to pick up the scraps when something happens, so he'll be tough. And, of course, Alexich says he loves road courses. We're going to find out, though, who's going to be the best here at Sonoma. As they finish up qualifying here, we're getting ready to race. We're going to throw it down to our starting lineup for the Sonoma race here for the Apex Racing Cup Series. And starting on pole, just like we said, we knew he'd be tough, and here he is at the front of the field. Jordan Fisher going to lead him to green from pole in that number 39 Ford. Beside him is going to be the 30. That is Trey Whitehead going to start his Toyota in second position. Michael Alexich will roll off the grid in third position. Beside him is going to be Samuel Yosef in fourth place in the number 35. Starting in fifth position, that is Trevor Dyer in the number 38. And beside him is the 18 Toyota of Peyton Holland. Starting in seventh position, the number 42 of CJ Gates, and beside him will be Michael Childs in that number 23 Chevrolet. Starting in the ninth position, the 11 of Braxton Ackridge, and beside him in 10th position is the 7 Chevrolet of Matthew Ruddick. Starting in 13th is going to be Ryan.
12th.
Sorry,
11th.
I'm skipping. 11th is going to be Skylar Daly in the number 12. And 12th position going to be Troy Sand in that number 48 Chevrolet. 13th going to the 84 of Ryan Floyd. And 14th position going to the number 99. That is Chris Everett in his Chevrolet.
All right, starting 15th, we have Matt P. Davies in the 32. Then we have Travis Burton, car 45, starting 16th. Thad Teasley in car number 13, starting 17th. Thaddeus Friel starting 18th in car 98. Matthew Doyle, car 46, starting 19th. Jacob Booth starting 20th in the 19th car. Then you have John Massey in the 33 car, starting 21. Zach Sikowski in the 22nd spot, started in the car 40. Dalton Zuprina, car 4, in the 23rd spot. Missio Flores in the 24th spot in car number 27. Landon Rainey in car 24 in the 25th spot. Kyle Cortez in the 88 car, starting 26th. Bobby Bender starting 27th in the 96 car. Cody Pierce starting 28th in the 9 car. Then we have Ian Perkins in the 95 on the 29th spot, and then rounding out the 30 car field, we have David Esky in car 55.
All right.
They got a full pace lap moving
30,
around.
30 cars taking the green here tonight at Sonoma. A lot of cars to race around. We'll see how that goes as we continue through the race. And let's look at our race info for tonight, our race analysis. It's going to be 55 laps, around 107 miles around this track. Yeah, you got the stages on lap 16 and lap 33. That's a 14 lap and a 17 lap run. Of course, it'll be about 14 laps for the second stage once they get the cautions finished. And then a 22 lap run to the end for the final stage. 35 laps is your estimated fuel usage. I don't think we're going to get anywhere close to that with the stages the way they are. You got a 40-mile-an-hour pit road, 5 sets of tires for the drivers to use, and, of course, 30 cars taking the green here tonight. So there's your information tonight for the Apex Racing Cup Series here at Sonoma.
Yeah, and I guess if a caution does get a little bit too crazy, or if the wreck gets a little too crazy, there will be an extra yellow thrown for that. But I don't expect that to happen too much unless there's a parking lot.
You see the dust on the track already being kicked up.
Yeah.
It's going to be something, too. If these guys get off track a lot, they're going to bring that dirt back on track and going to make things a little tricky around some of these corners. You're going to have to keep on your toes around every corner here at Sonoma Raceway, but the pace car is going to peel off. They're going to head to the hairpin here. Jordan Fisher on pole, Trey Whitehead in second position. We'll see if anybody can do anything with Jordan beating back. I'm sure everybody would love to beat him if they can. They come around the final corner. They're going to turn this little kink, see the green flag. We're going to get to racing here. Waiting. Green flag flies, and we're away here at Sonoma.
Kind of like on a Sunday. We already got a guy spin at 38. Trevor Dyer just hit the brakes. He's turned sideways on the track right now.
Dyer off in the grass in turn 1 and 2. He's going to get back on track and rejoin. Everybody just trying to fight their way through here to start.
The restarts are the tough spot.
Michael Childs through the grass there as well, topping the hill. Yeah. Went off the track to the right there. Is that Travis Burton? It is.
Yeah, Travis Burton is off the track as well.
Everybody just trying to weave their way through here. You said it. One of the keys tonight is going to be minimizing these mistakes.
Well, yeah, and turn 1 is always going to be the danger zone. I mean, we're going to have 2 more restarts, and they're going to have to kind of zipper up before they get into turn 2 there. Going too wide through that section is going to see what we just saw there.
That Missio Flores, it was sideways back there. He's got it rolling once again. Oh, we got issues.
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking through the field here. I mean, Jordan, obviously, he had a great Q run, and he's got a fast car to me. He was almost a second quicker than anybody on the field. And he's going to be a strong force. I mean, we've seen it week in, week out with him. So, yeah, he's going to be his biggest enemy tonight. He's just got to kind of keep the thing clean and keep it under him, and he should do fine tonight. Trey kind of trailing him right now, and they actually 1, 2, and 3 got a little bit of a gap right now to CJ Gates. Although CJ finished second on Sunday, so he's got a few laps around here this week.
Yeah, CJ's a scrappy. Let me see, Thaddeus Frill off the track in turn 1 and 2. He's going to get it spun up and get going once again here, but spins on the top of the hill there, coming up. Oh, and he spins again.
That's that rear tire heat that I was talking about too. Once you get the iRacing tire model, once you get those tires heated up, he's coming back on the track right in front of the 46 there. No contact, but man, that could have been dangerous. Matthew Doyle gave him a little bit of a break there.
This is a tricky track, and like I said, once we kind of get in the groove, we'll be fine. But it could be tough to handle, hard to handle here early on, especially all the cars around you. These restarts are going to be very treacherous. We're going to see at least two more restarts tonight after the stages. So we're going to have to deal with that all night. But once we get going, we should be fine. It's just really hard racing this close together with all these guys.
Well, and two, the tires are cold.
Right.
Again, yeah, you're kind of on top of each other with these restarts. So yeah, once they start to spread out a little bit, you can kind of get into that groove and find the pace that suits you. And then if you get up to somebody's bumper, then then you decide, okay, maybe I can make a pass at this guy.
Frill off the track again here in the next to last corner there, turn 10. I think is that 10 or 11?
11 is the hairpin.
Hairpin. That's what I thought. So turn 10 is correct. So he gets
Yeah.
it back going.
Again, yeah, I think he got his tires a little overheated, and it actually takes a couple of clean, smooth laps before before those tire temps come down to where you can actually get a little bit of grip back in them.
Dalton Sabrina with an issue. Where's he off? He's off in the trees. I can't say. Okay, I see where he's at. He's off in that downhill.
Oh yeah,
He was hidden behind some trees.
running the fancy Mountain Dew machine. I got my Mountain Dew cracked.
Oh, Missio Flores again. There's some issues.
Yeah, this car, despite it being a road course car, it's a little bit difficult, especially too. You got 5 gears, and to me, I think the paddle shifter sequential box that they have in these cars, I think it really kind of throws the transmission off a little bit, and because a lot of guys they won't. You can use the clutch in this car, but with the sequential, you're not usually used to moving your foot with it. So I'd be curious to know if there is anybody out there that are clutching it between shifts. It's not like your traditional H pattern. I kind of feel like it does. It throws the car around too much. The gearing's a little tighter, so even a downshift could kind of loosen up the car, and it's just another thing that you got to deal with out there.
Yeah, it can be treacherous, and you got 5 gears to go through versus 4. So some of these guys used
Right.
to the 4 gears, but well, we even seen in the actual race on Sunday with Brett Cruz kind of messing up we don't have to necessarily worry about the H pattern versus the sequential, but it can be tricky to kind of get used to.
Yeah, for sure. It's it's always going to be my biggest gripe about this car is that sequential box. Give me an H pattern.
Look at this gap
I like-
between Trey Wyatt and Jordan Fisher. It's already up to 7 seconds.
Yeah, well, Jordan is actually starting. He's almost getting ready to lap some guys right now. I believe he's got. It's Bobby Bender. He's getting ready to pass right now.
Yeah, Missio Flores is right there in front of him. Cody Pierce. Thaddeus Friel not far up the road either. And live traffic can be tricky too. Where you catch them, where can you pass them? Like right there, it's tough to kind of time those passes, and you catch them right here in the S's, and it's kind of one lane through there. You have to be careful. You have to kind of hope that the guy in front sees you coming and is willing to give you that space.
Well, the only thing going for Jordan right now, I mean, he's got plenty of time to manage the lap traffic. He can definitely. Hesitate a little bit. He's got a 6.5 second lead over Trey Whitehead right now, and actually it's at 8.9 second right now that I'm looking at.
Michael Childs has pulled off the track, sitting on the edge of the track here, and I think that's the downhill coming to the cut through whatever corner is that. I don't know my corners here.
That's turn 4. Yeah. I wonder if he.
I don't know. He got it going again.
Yeah, he did. I wonder what actually happened there. He just kind of
right behind him. Jacob Booth goes for a spin. He's going to sit there and let the cars come through before he gets righted once again. We were just watching that. If he gets it righted, we're good again. But again, the leader's not far behind him. You see Thaddeus Friel right there behind him, and right behind Thaddeus is our leader.
Yeah, Jordan's definitely he's putting on the pressure, especially to these lap cars too. He's just going to have to be methodical and maybe hopefully, like you saw Thaddeus kind of get out of his way a little bit.
And there goes Jacob Booth getting out of the way as well.
Yeah, that's what Jordan wants to see. But again, Jordan's got plenty of time to play with right now. He's we're not in Vegas, but he's dealing with house money as far as time goes. So he can just kind of pick and choose and work his way carefully and cautiously through this lap traffic.
Zukowski goes for a spin. Let's see a little contact with the car beside him. And he's the one that pays the price there with a little contact. This guy's going around in the grass, going around him. No big issues though. I will say we've had some small incidents, but we've not had anything catastrophic for any of these guys so far. Just simple spins here and there, a little bit of contact, and they continue on.
Yeah, a few off tracks, but yeah, nothing major, and especially a lot of car contact either. So so far so good. Although they got a lot of racing left to go. We're only on lap 6 right now, and again, I'm looking. Jordan has already put down 7 cars in 6 laps.
It's a new little feature we got too. The last 5 laps, you see the gap there between first and second, and that is not right. Yeah, I guess it is right.
Yeah. Samuel actually did get around Trey.
He's been faster. If you look, he's 2 of his 4 last laps. He was faster than our leader actually. And that may have been because of traffic. Actually, no, I think that might have been to Trey Whitehead.
Yeah, his last lap, he was about 4/10 quicker. Well, his best lap is 4/10 quicker, and it's actually his last lap. He was almost a second quicker than Trey. So I almost wonder if Trey got a little loose there to allow Samuel to get by him. There's so much action going on the track; it's kind of hard to keep up with everybody, especially too when you have 30 guys out there.
Yeah, 15 seconds between first and second. There's your little tracker there as well. Kind of see how that's going. 15.3. So, yeah, Samuel actually liked putting on some pretty steady laps. Gets into second spot. Maybe we got a road course ace on our hands here. We'll see if he can do anything with Jordan Fisher going forward.
I'm going to probably say no. Yeah, I mean, Jordan's really got the thing hooked up right now, and he's consistently running about a second faster than anybody out on track. I'm curious to know if Jordan's how much of the field is he's going to lap tonight. I know the stages are going to kind of slow that roll down a little bit, but again, like I say, he's already gotten through 7 cars, and I know Sabrina is next on the pecking order there, so we'll have to see when that's going to eventually happen here.
Got Trey Whitehead in third. Lost that position to Joseph, but just hanging in there.
Yeah. Actually, I'm mistaken. He's already passed Sabrina and John Massey in front of him. So Zach Sikowski is actually going to be the next guy going a lap down. So yeah, he's already put down 9 cars.
Race into lap 16 for the first stage. We're 9 laps in here at Sonoma for the Apex Racing Cup Series.
What I'm kind of impressed with too, that nobody actually tapped the wall in turn 4. Usually that they kind of bounce over the curbing and they get really tight to that tire barrier there. And I'm amazed we didn't have anybody kind of slam into that wall there. And I know they reduced the height of the curb over last couple of updates or whatever when they did this track. So I know it's a little bit smoother, but man, it's still a pretty dangerous corner going. You're breaking downhill, and you got to make this corner that everybody takes wide anyway.
Jordan Fisher around Zukowski to put him a lap down.
Yep. Kyle Cortez next on deck here. And Kyle's in the grass.
Cortez taking the off-road.
Yeah,
the
not the preferred
path.
line.
Which there's a lot more grass than there is asphalt around here. So, or
yeah,
dead grass, whatever you want to call it.
And that's kind of been the worst part about this track too. It's like when you get off track, and I know it's happened to me once or twice as well. It's you got to just try to keep it straight and get through the grass, and the grass has no grip, and it's almost harder to get. You'd almost rather tap the wall than actually have to deal with the grass, because too you could go deep far into the grass and have a hard time trying to get yourself out of there.
Well, we just had an issue, I think, with Jacob Booth. We got a caution. We got a caution. Top of turn, what is that? Turn 2, I guess, technically. Is it turn 2 or turn 1? The top of the hill there.
That is turn 2. Yeah, Matthew Doyle I'm looking at, and Jacob Booth. Booth back in the Wendy's machine. So
yeah, I know. I like the Wendy's colors. I noticed that too. I was going to make a comment about that. Unfortunately, not going, looking a little frosty around here.
Well, it looks like he wanted to put that Frosty into the Yeti cup that Matthew Doe's driving.
True. That's awful big Frosty to fit in the Yeti.
That's right. Well, at least it'll stay cold, right?
Let's go back and look and see maybe what happened here between Doyle and Jacob Booth. That is not it. Let's see. Let's go to turn 2. Oh, that is. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, but they both go off the track.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he pushes Booth back up on the track. That's what triggered the caution there. Is they both went off the track and unfortunately spun him right there. In actually, that's not turn 2. What is that? That's the top of the hill. What that'd be? What, turn 4?
That is turn 3, I believe. Yeah. 3. Well, there's 3 and 3A. I believe that's 3. Yeah, that's between 3 and 3A.
See, they just
that
pushed
is
right
that
back
blind.
on the track there.
Yeah, that's one of those blind, the blind right-hander. It's very easy to happen around here. I mean, that's the one thing about this track. And I know the car with the rigid chassis, it just does not. It seems like it. You know, we've seen it too on regular ovals where the car it doesn't pendulum very well. You know, once the thing gets rotated in one direction, it wants to swing to the other direction. It's the same here, especially in that one corner, because that's really one of the tightest S's that we have. So it's probably a little bit more difficult to get the car through there.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, you know, this kind of mixes things up too. This opens a different pit window than we expected. Some guy's going to try to flip some stuff here, maybe come in here and stay out at the stage. It's a possibility.
Well, yeah, definitely. Somebody could come in, get a pit. I think Zukovsky is going to actually possibly get the lucky dog here. So he might be able to get that lap back.
I got to feel like whatever
we got a
Jordan
couple guys
Fisher,
pitted.
Yeah, whatever Jordan Fisher did there, they were going to do the opposite. So,
yeah.
Samuel Yosef's going to stay out, but Trey Whitehead's going to come in. Michael Alexic's going to stay out. Some of the other guys coming in, kind of a split call here. Actually, is Trey the only car on the lead lap coming in? Looks like he is.
Well, you figure too. I mean, they have 5 sets of tires in the pits, so you know, with only 2 stages, that means you're really only going to use up 2 sets of your 5. Why not come in, get some extra tires? I mean, it's not like you're not going to come in under green.
Troy Sand, Thad Teasley, Chris Everett, Ian Perkins also come in as well.
Yeah. The only thing that would worry me would be, you know, obviously the loss of track position, and then you got to start on the colder tires. So.
Interesting.
I'm kind of listening to race control here, and no EOLs are going to be penalized for anybody. Just kind of an oddball incident there, but yeah, because they were both on the track, that's why they threw the yellow, just so guys it wouldn't collect more, which was probably the smart way to go.
Well, I found another bug, Tommy.
Uh-oh.
Let's put all those guys that pitted a lap down.
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't yet seen it on the program right now. We did have a lot of people a lap down already.
Troy Sand, Jacob Booth, Ian Perkins.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, there are. Yep. Okay, yeah. I'm seeing it now.
Thad Teasley. Trey Whitehead's a lap down. He's still in the pits, though, which is interesting. He was running in the top 5.
Yeah, he was 3rd. Huh. Yeah, I'm surprised he's still in there.
Chris Everett's still sitting in there as well. So.
And I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting for the pace car lights to go out this time around. So they're probably going to double stack here, which is going to continue to put Jordan will be the lead, Samuel to the outside.
Wondering if Trey Whitehead's going to get back out there.
Doesn't look like it. Yeah, what happened to Trey there? I mean, yeah, he pulled second. I mean, he's definitely got a quick car. Yeah, he's going a lap down.
We got one to green.
Man, it's kind of very, very odd for Trey. I'm kind of surprised. He looked like he had a really quick car tonight. Definitely, he was a top 5 car for sure. I'm looking through the field too. There's quite a bit of cars that got a little bit of damage on them.
Now I think we're really messed up as far as the lineup is concerned. Matthew Doyle with an issue.
Well, Trey Whitehead, he's back out, but yeah, he unfortunately, yeah, he's a lap down though.
Chris Everett out there as well.
Yeah, he's trying to catch up to the field.
None of these guys got back on the lead lap, so we'll see how it scores when they come back around here. All these guys trying to drop to the rear. Thaddeus Frill, one of them. Lap cars dropping to the back.
Yeah, I'm showing still we've got 10 guys a lap down. So yeah, only 20 on the lead lap here. That's what it's showing through iRacing. That's what it's showing me now.
Yeah, interesting.
A lot of guys with a bunch of drinks out there, though, tonight. Like I said, we saw the Frosty, I see Cheerwine, Dos Equis,
Right,
Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper.
Jordan leading them around the last corner here. Going to come around the kink and see the start-finish line. Get ready for a green flag restart here. These restarts have been kind of chaotic. Let's see what happens here. Samuel Joseph going to try to stay with him. Green flag flies. We're off and racing once again here at Sonoma.
Get that thing to zipper up, though. You got to try to find your spot. Give some room. Man, almost 3 wide out of turn 2.
Yes, I saw that out of the corner of my eyes. Peyton Holland, CJ Gates, Michael Alexich.
Yeah, they're still fighting. Okay, they finally did single out. Alexich was the victor of that one.
They're still racing 2 and 3 wide. Back through the pack. You're watching Ryan Floyd, Matthew Ruddick right there. Travis Burton trying to work around. Ackridge right there in the 11 machine, getting clear of all that.
Yeah, they were definitely on top of each other. Now they're finally starting to kind of sort themselves out a little bit.
Ooh, Trevor Dyer loose over the top of the hill there.
Cold tires for some of these guys. That was it Skylar Daly? Yeah, he got off into the grass there out of turn 10.
Trevor making a dive move here in the last corner on Matt Davies.
Got him. Or did he get him? No, not yet.
Yeah, he got him.
Oh, he did.
Still Jordan Fisher pulling away. 2-second lead.
Well, he's got that clean air in front of him too, and obviously he knows his way around this place. He did really well at Coda, and again, like I say, he queued it a second quicker than everybody else.
Troy Sand spun into the grass off the track, letting everybody go by here.
Yeah, he's finally getting that thing pointed forward, now back on the track. That's where you almost wish there was a wall or maybe a little tire bearing. You might get damaged, but you don't have to worry about trying to get back into the grass and try to get that thing straight again. kind of watching this battle here with. There might be a little battle between Josef and Lexic here. Lexic is he's on the move.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we kind of lost our lap down cars. So, apologies for that.
And actually, there might be another little battle brewing between C.J. Gates and Peyton Holland now as well. They're fighting for fourth. And actually, C.J. looks like he might he's going to let Peyton go here.
Here he goes to the inside.
Trevor's going to take it as well.
Trevor's going to take that advantage and go through as well.
Yeah, CJ probably didn't want to let the both of them go, but that's what happened.
Yeah. Race shaping up here for second. Alexis starting to catch Samuel Josef here in second spot. He looks to the inside, not close enough to make a move just yet.
Yeah, you can see he's definitely he's got a little bit more speed here. I'm trying to see what the timer is. Josef was a little quicker the last lap, but I believe Alexic is going to beat him. Oh, yeah. Alexic had almost 7/10 on him that last
Dyer
lap.
sitting sideways in the final corner, gets smacked there. I think Kyle Cortez, as he goes around.
Trevor's just not having a lot of luck here.
Let's go back and look and see what happened to Dyer. Tried to move to the inside here.
It looked like it was a bad. It looked like that was a bad shift, maybe.
It sits there and tries to stay out of the way. Oh,
There's
hit a couple times. Oh, caution is out for the stage. It's a short little run to the end there. Unfortunately, yeah, you're right. Dyer having some struggles here. Now, he's had some struggles all season. The last season's champion.
We had troubles here on Sunday as well. He was leading the race for a little while and got into some issues.
But his teammate Jordan Fisher maybe putting a little extra pressure on our season champion from a season ago.
Well, Jordan's got his little race shop where hopefully he's coaching some of these guys.
Well, we just learned that fish can swim in dead grass. So.
Yeah, you don't need water for the fish to swim. This fish is flying tonight.
Yeah, he's well upstream of everybody else.
There you go. Looking at chat, I know we haven't really talked about chat much, but we got our usual players in here. We got Samantha Irvin rooting on Ryan Floyd. KBG rooting on Zakowski, Greg Dyer rooting on his son Trevor. Trevor's having a little rough night. Bill Fisher, Mama Fish, they're rooting on Jordan there. Waffles rooting on CJ. Let's see who else we got in here. Model A Ford rooting on Matt Davies.
Let's see what we got. I'm just looking at some of the guys you're mentioning. Matt Davies, currently in sixth spot. Ryan Floyd, we were just looking at in ninth position. Of course, CJ's up in fourth spot, having him a pretty good night.
Yeah.
Who else did you mention? Who else are we talking about?
Well, obviously, Ryan Floyd. Did you mention him? CJ, Zakowski. Yeah, CJ's his Waffles. I'm looking through. Just trying to look through here. Yeah, I think that's about everybody.
Yeah,
Abigail Payne rooting on Alexic and Sand and Kyle Cortez and Perkins. So rooting on the whole team.
Yeah, Alexic up to third. Looked like he wanted to put some pressure on second spot. We might have a battle brewing there when we come back from the stage break here.
Well, hopefully they don't settle in turn two. Get through turn two, and then you guys can settle it out.
Here, everybody comes down pit road for pit stops.
Yeah, if you didn't pit before, you're definitely pitting now. And that long pit road too. You got that. Usually, if it's a green flag stop, you can kind of go through that the outer carousel or the pit road carousel actually kind of quick. But then that timing light really catches up to you quickly. It could throw some people off. Fortunately, I don't think we're going to see any green flag stops here tonight. But we got a couple guys, I think, lap down cars. I don't know if they're going to be maybe looking for the wave around. Actually, Zuprina did get this lucky dog, so he's going around. And let's see, stacked up behind the pace car right now, we have John Massey, Thaddeus Friel's in there. Who else is that in front of those guys? Okay, Ian's in that group behind the pace car right now. I don't know if,
Ian.
again, some of these guys are going to get the lucky dog or the wave around.
And they are laps down?
Well, Ian actually did not pit.
Yeah.
So Ian is actually considered the leader right now.
Troy Sand? See,
Troy is behind the pace car as well, yeah. He's behind Ian, yeah.
Is he on the lead lap, is what I'm asking.
According to iRacing, yes.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, Matt Davies, Skyler back there. It looks like, Braxton Ackridge as well. Well, no, a lot of these guys, okay, they did already get their service.
Yeah.
They're all moving around right now on track, just trying to get into the positions that they need to get into. I'm wondering, too, if we're going to see anybody else come in for a pit here. Who's that? Thaddeus coming in? Yeah.
All right, well. Get to one to go here. We're going to get lined up and get ready for a restart. Looks like Ian Perkins and Troy Sand are going to stay out here. Jordan Fisher, your leader before the stage, will start in third position. Samuel Yosef and Michael Alexich, your top five.
Yeah, well, they're definitely going to zipper up when they get up to turn two here. You have to play it, Jordan and Samuel both. I mean, really, some of these guys that do have the fresh tires, they're going to have to kind of dance around Ian here and Troy Sand. They probably have the speed to get by him, but they're just going to have to be ginger and a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit patient with them. You definitely do not want to hurt your night trying to get around some of these guys tonight. Especially if you're Jordan. I think Jordan's got the speed, though. I mean, he'll be able to overcome even a small deficit if he does get kind of stuck behind a few cars here.
Ian Perkins up 28 spots from where he started. Started in the rear. Flipped the stage. Is going to be leading here on this restart. Troy Sand up 10 spots from where he started.
Well, it's a pretty good move. I mean, for decent track position, they should have enough fuel.
Yeah, we're racing the lap,
33. So,
yeah,
they should have enough fuel to get there. Problem is, though, Ian and Troy both are running, their best laps are 120, 119 compared to Jordan Fisher's 114. So a little bit of a difference there.
Chad says bold move staying out. I like it. I like it too.
Yeah.
I agree. Got to try something to get some track position, and this is one way to do it.
Yeah. They just got to hopefully they don't get ran over, and That's the only thing they got to worry about.
Here they come through the final corner, getting ready for the restart on lap 20. Racing to lap 33 for the finish of stage 2. Can they score some stage points? We're going to find out here as they turn the kink, waiting for the green. Green flag flies. Ian Perkins leads them away here at Sonoma. Jordan Fisher's got to practice his patience here. Don't get yourself in trouble here early on.
Absolutely. And 3 wide going into turn 2, man. They're somehow making it work.
Jordan Fisher going for the lead. Going to go around Ian Perkins and take the lead there. Yeah, back there behind him, it's a hornet's nest.
Yeah, unfortunately, Troy Sands getting pushed off the track, it looks like.
Little bumper cars there.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a car going around. Skylar Daly, the 12th, off the track. Gonna get it back going though.
Wow.
Just a simple spin, but he lost all that track position as they snake through the S's here.
Yeah, Jordan was able to kind of clear everybody, so he's off and running.
Yeah, Perkins back to 4th here. Got 3 cars lined up behind him: Davies, Holland, and CJ. Oh, Perkins off the track in turn 10.
That was probably not a bad spot to be off the track.
Good passing opportunity. Braxton Ackridge locking them up, coming inside of Ian Perkins. Going to get that position. And we turn the corner and make it back to the start-finish line.
They all finally singled out.
Quite an excursion through the rolling hills here.
I'll tell you, they got through that front section of S's a lot better than I thought it was going to go. Again, they were 3 wide in a couple spots, just trying to get around Troy Sam there and even Ian as well, and they did a pretty good job.
A little bit of patience.
That's right.
Right on board 7 of Matthew Ruddick here.
We see it week in, week out too. It's like you got to know what kind of car you have, and you got to know who you're racing. And if you kind of have that, you can kind of figure out the patience that you're going to need. You got to be real with your, with your skills and your driving expectations of yourself and others. So, again, like a guy like Jordan right now, who's been basically on rails this entire race, he can easily get through this. Oh wow!
A big dive.
Yeah.
Trying to take out 4th. That did not work out for him.
No.
Davies gets by. Now he's under fire from Peyton Holland.
Yeah, wow. We were talking about that turn 11 being a good passing zone, and yeah, we've seen probably most of the passes happening there.
Matthew Dole with another issue. Oh, 2 cars involved. Dole, I believe, is Zukowski involved here as well, or Jacob? No, it's Jacob Booth. Dole going to back up and try to get going once again.
Yeah, Zubrina's actually pulling into the pit right now for, I don't know if that's scheduled or not.
Let's go back and see what happened to Jacob Booth and Doyle here in the final corner, turn 11. Oh, Booth locking up the rear tires and spinning to the left.
Yeah.
It's
Doyle
two unrelated
yeah.
incidents, but they ended up kind of in the same place.
Doyle looked like he just missed his braking zone and, yeah, just kind of piled right into the tire barrier.
Is off again. Those tires are unhappy. He's off in the grass once again, live here.
Well, I think he got major. Yeah, I think Doyle's got major front end damage from hitting that tire barrier there too. If he didn't already have tire barrier or tire damage, he's got way more now.
Or if he's any kin to the painter.
Oh yeah.
Peyton Holland with an issue out of the last corner. He's going to lose tons of position. Back to 8th spot.
That's how quickly things can happen around here. You got to stay on the track. Most important thing around here.
Well, that's not the incident.
Well, I had to kind of go back up, not really up front because Jordan's already got a 5.5 second lead over, or actually 6.5 second lead. Uh, that battle for second between Samuel Yosef and Michael Alexic is starting to brew.
Yeah, he continues on. Alexic, it seems
Yeah.
like Yosef kind of fires off pretty quick, and Alexic able to kind of reel him back in once he gets in the groove.
Well, you can definitely tell that they both have preferred parts of the track. That one guy's a little better in this section, and the other guy's a little better in that section. But overall, though, Alexic is running about last lap he ran about a half a second quicker. This lap, waiting for the timing. This lap he ran about a tenth quicker. So Alexic is on the move. And it's always one thing, you can catch them, but you gotta pass them. And that's why I love about this track though too. There are a couple good passing zones. You can set up a guy and try to get them try to get that pass.
Yep. Alexic is kind of hounding Yosef right now, but this guy's doing a good job. They've got a nice little gap back to Matt Davies, who's actually getting passed by C.J. Gates right now. So C.J. Gates goes around Davies for fourth position.
Yeah, right now, Jordan's got between Jordan and CJ right now. That's Samuel and Michael are kind of smack dab in the middle of that group right now. Just to give you an idea of our top five. Good, I'm looking at 17 seconds from the leader to Davies right now.
We're looking at Peyton Holland trying to fight his way back through the pack and actually trying to work on Ryan Floyd for ninth position after that issue in the last corner. Peyton's got a fast car. He's just not going to make up some track position.
Well, and that's the thing, too. If you've already spun, you've already lost a little bit of track position. This is where that patience comes back into play, where you got to be patient, and you definitely don't want to make more mistakes trying to get back to where you were.
Travis Burton right behind him in the 45 as well, looking on, hoping to maybe clean up some scraps from this battle.
Well, there's a pretty good gaggle of cars back there. And, if you even look a little further back, Ian Purton's still hanging and strong. I mean, he's sitting in 12th right now. But, a little contact between Holland and the 84.
When they both go
They're
off
both
the track.
off.
Ryan
That's
Floyd,
the patient.
Peyton Holland.
Yeah, and allowed Travis Burton, Ian Perkins, everybody get by him.
That's what Travis wanted to see.
Yep.
That's what he was hanging around waiting for. Let's go back and look and see what happened here in turn 2. Up the track, little contact from Peyton Holland. Unfortunately, Ryan Floyd's like, I'm going to take you to the grass with me here.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing. Yeah, Peyton's got he's definitely got a quick car here. He's just got to keep it on the track and just kind of have a little bit of patience and get back up there.
Oh, we got a lap car spinning right there beside second place. That's Cody Pierce sitting sideways there in turn 1. He's going to get it turned around straight here.
Oh, yeah. Got a little kink going into turn 1 there. That is a very, very high-speed corner, and you kind of start slowing down right where he spun at.
The leaders were catching him there, and he kind of moved offline there to give them space, and unfortunately, it's really dirty out there.
Yeah. I had to go back, kind of watching this battle for second, too. I mean, Alexic is, man, they've been both fighting. They're within a tenth of each other, and just, Alexic is there. He just cannot seem to kind of close in. Oh, and there's who's that spinning in front of him? Is that Missio Flores? Yeah.
You see it. We're on board with the 5 of Alexic.
Right out of turn 7 there. Getting on the gas there. Yeah, Missio kind of looped it. He looped it off the racing line, so they were able to kind of get by him pretty decent.
We're right on board with the 5 here for a lap. You kind of see the undulations and the tricks and pitfalls of this track here.
Yeah, I'm just curious too if Alexic can maybe get out in front of him, maybe get the clean air to his nose instead of playing Samuel's shadow right now. I wonder if he might be able to close in on the leader a little bit.
This happening 13 and a half seconds behind your leader, Jordan Fisher, who's in his own zip code at this point.
Yeah, he could stop and maybe get a glass of wine if he really wanted to. He's got plenty of time.
It's closing in here on Joseph. Is he going to try to make a move here in the last corner? Gets a good run off the corner. Nope. Decides better of it.
Yeah.
And I think Joseph kind of moved his kind of defensively there, thinking he might dive in there.
Well, that's always that one. That's kind of the game that you play over there at turn 11.
While we were
I'll tell you, though, they're putting on a good show, though, right now.
Ian Perkins had an issue when we were doing all that. Let's go back and see what happened to the 95 here. Coming through the S's, jumps the curb. Boy, it upsets the car there. Just kind of jumped sideways there. Spin sideways, but didn't hit anything. It's going to keep going, but lost some track position.
Yeah, Thaddeus had an issue, too, and he towed.
Yeah, Thaddeus Friel with an issue. Let's go and see what happened to Thaddeus here.
Kind of similar to what happened with Missiel a couple laps ago.
He did.
I got my peepers on the 35-5 race right now. They're still dogfighting here for that second spot.
Well, it's close here.
Yeah.
Through turn 10. Can he get a run off of turn 10? He's going to try to hook it tight here. Going to look to the inside. Here comes Alexich. Not quite going to have the braking abilities to get to the inside this time by.
Yeah, and the trick to that is, you kind of spun a little bit, yeah. The trick to that corner is you really got to set up turn 10. It's kind of, how I said earlier, too. You got to set up the one corner to be quicker at the other corner. You really got to have a really good turn 10, and that's where you want that momentum to start so you can maybe kind of drag race them into turn 11. And then if you can outbrake them and then hopefully get it to stick after that hairpin, you got that pass done. But, it's a lot easier said than done out there. And
check this out. I saw something with Peyton Holland here. Let's see what happened. Going into the final corner, see if there's a little contact between him and Cortez. No issues. So it's a faulty.
Yeah, and actually, Alexich is he's still kind of trying to regain from that a little bit. He's not back up onto the bumper of Samuel there. I'll tell you, both cars are looking really clean though, and they're keeping it on track.
Doing a good job, man. He gets through those S's really well. Talking about Alexich. He's able to make up some time. But I tell you what, though, where Joseph is better is in the braking zones. He's really being able to be aggressive on those brakes, which is making these passes tough because your braking zones are your kind of passing opportunities.
Yeah, this car is not easy to brake.
Zaprina.
Oh, Zaprina's back out. I know he pitted. I thought he was done for the day.
He had another issue. Let's go back and look and see what happened to Zaprina here. Looks like maybe he jumped the curb. Simple spin there. No harm, no foul.
Looking at a little battle brewing here for 16th and 17th right now. We got Ian Perkins and Ryan Floyd kind of hanging out together a little bit. They're both last cars on the lead lap at this point right now.
Travis Burton and Skylar Daly side by side through the front stretch here. Daly's going to pull back ahead. 11. Peyton Holland hits pit road.
Yeah, I think Daly has a pretty quick car. He's pretty quick around here. He's had a couple of incidents that's kind of put him in behind the 8 ball a little bit. A lot of good cars tonight. They're just having a couple little struggles here. Man, Cody Pierce spun out of right before turn 10 there. He's still waiting to get back on track. Oh, I think there might have been some contact too with CJ Gates there.
Let's go back and see it here. Cody Pierce off the track. CJ Gates catching. Yeah, Cody was really slow there for some reason. And CJ just center punched him there off the track. Luckily, CJ continues on. We're coming down to the towards the end of this stage here, lap 33. We're on 32 right now. That pit for Trey Whitehead, I wonder if that was kind of a was it Trey Whitehead? No, it was Peyton Holland that stopped. I wonder if that was kind of a strategy call.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because both Peyton and Trey are both they're both a lap down. Yeah, we should be getting the. Let's see if they throw it on the 10th place car, which would be Travis Burton.
Well, this is the start of 33.
Yeah, right.
So we have another lap. Oh, Cody Pierce sitting sideways there at the top of the hill in the grass, becoming a fixture of this track now. He's a landmark.
He's going to be another chicane out there. Yeah, he's definitely struggling. He's got rear end damage, front end damage. Well, a little front end damage.
Jordan Fisher got some traffic in front of him here. I think it's Ruddick and Everett right there in front of him.
And the pass is happening right now between Alexic and Josef. They're trying to go for that last point. They're side by side going into turn 7 here. Or at least they were.
He cannot get that done. He does not have the braking ability that Josef has.
They got lap traffic, though. This is going to be very interesting here.
They both get by here through the S's. This is for the stage for second spot. Ooh, something happened to CJ Gates off the track. He spins. Some of these guys get by him. Let's see what happens down here in the last corner. No.
Yellow
Caution
is
flies.
out. Okay, so I guess they threw the staging on the leader there. Alexic was close. He needs to have a good pit stop. He just needs to line up in front of Samuel. Because I'll tell you, the two of them got to be having fun racing each other right now.
Yeah, it's a pretty good race between the two of them. Like I said, it just seems like Alexic doesn't have the braking ability that Josef has, but he's faster through the S's, faster through some of the corners. He can get there, just cannot make the pass because of the brakes.
Yeah. But they are, somewhat matching speed lap per lap. So, and their best laps are only about a 10th off of each other as well. So, pretty good, equally matched cars out there tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty good racing from those guys. But all that was happening well behind your leader, Jordan Fisher, continues to dominate here up front.
He had a 27-second advantage. Before that stage. Actually, 30-second advance.
30 seconds.
That stage. Yeah.
30 seconds.
That's pretty impressive. Kind of looking through chat here, too. Abigail says the track has seen better days. Yes, and that's not even including the fact that it's brown.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's it would listen if they would race in the springtime here. It would be a much more pleasing sight with all the grass. I've seen some other road racing series race here during the springtime, and it's actually pretty cool. It looks like a completely different track because it's instead of the brown, it's just green and
right. I think I've seen some footage too, and I was like, what track is this? Because it was all green. I wasn't used to it. I'm like, hey, that's Sonoma. And I'm glad they don't kind of do the IndyCar course. I'm glad they kept it. They went back to the short course, which is what we're running on right now, opposed to the long version. I love this track, but I really just despise the long version.
Well, you don't like the carousel?
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's probably the actual carousel, but
right.
It just, I'm not a big fan of it.
I don't think it's that great in stock cars.
No, it's not.
I do feel like that's kind of an issue. Well, I mean, I know they started stock car racing here using the carousel, but it was a different stock car, obviously.
Right.
But it's just, I don't know, that long winding left-hand corner downhill. I mean, it's cool. It's a cool corner.
It's great in IndyCar.
And I guess I really don't care either way. But I do kind of like the short course better. Just to get the laps done. You know, one reason to shorten up some of the road courses, especially Coda, one of their main reasonings is that you get to see the cars more often. If you're sitting around the track somewhere,
True.
you
Yeah.
you get to see the cars more often. All right, your leader's on pit road. In second place is still 13, 14 seconds behind him. So he can pit, hop out, take a pee, maybe get some tea,
Yeah.
hop back in, and still have the lead.
He's got plenty of time to
Or I
do
should
whatever
say
he's got to do.
wine, but
Maybe
can't
stretch a little bit.
encourage drinking and driving here.
Yeah. No drinking and driving in wine country. Save that drinking for afterwards.
If you're looking for a designated driver and you want to get there quick, I'd suggest picking up Jordan Fisher.
Yeah. Got to look back at chat too. Corey Clark's out there. He says, been trying for half an hour to watch for NB Canada on vacation. I'm not exactly sure what that is. How's the race going? Quick recap. Jordan Fisher has been dominating. That's probably that's the recap. He's been out here just cleaning up the field, so to speak.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, too, I'm only seeing, especially on the iRacing control. I know maybe our scoreboard's a little messed up, but we only have 12 guys on the lead lap right now. So he's been putting cars laps down like every lap as well. And there's been a lot of off tracks, and guys just out here struggling a little bit.
Yeah, Jordan Fisher dominating. Greg Dyer's out there pointing out he's got a good point. Trevor Dyer up to fourth position. He's just been quietly picking his way through the field after his mistake early on. He's kind of picked his way back up through the field, up to fourth. So,
Oh, yeah.
you got to watch out for Trevor here. He's might learned a thing or two here from Jordan and starting to pick his way through.
Yeah. Well, he was doing great on Sunday, and I know he had some unfortunate incidents, but I mean, he's definitely knows his way around the road course.
No, he's going to be able to see the leader here on this restart, and
Yeah.
it's going to give him a little more motivation. Alexich right there. We might have a good three-way battle for second here between Joseph, Alexich, and Dyer.
Yeah, very much.
I mean, if CJ can get back into it, CJ's quick there too. I mean, Ackridge is in fifth, so he's going to have something to say here.
Yeah, we got a couple new faces in new places, and no more pit stops. So this is, if you want to not have a problem, this is the time to not have a problem. You want to definitely stay on the track and kind of, again, play the patience game. You're going to have less than 20 laps to get her done, but you definitely want to they got to be patient 20 laps.
We're going to have some wave rounds here too.
I think actually Peyton Holland was able to get the lucky dog that lap, which would put us, 13 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, I'm going to try to refresh at the right time to see if I can get the right running order running here.
Yeah, I'm looking too. Okay, we got, Peyton's going around now. Landon is going around. Dalton Saprina was going around, but he spun in turn 3 or turn 4. Matt Ruddick looks like he's maybe getting a lap back. Matthew Doyle, maybe. No, Matthew Doyle 6 laps down.
I might have made it worse.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess I'll be reading off names for at least the top 5 here.
Well, I think everybody on the lead lap is fine. The lap down cars are showing wrong. So, we'll have to work on that here after this.
Well, we only have 13 guys on a lead lap, and that is Fisher, Joseph, Alexich, Dyer, Ackridge, CJ Gates, Daly, Burton, Davies, Teasley, Ruddick, and Holland. And actually, Landon Rainey, he'll be the 13th car.
Yeah, so all those other relatives behind that, just ignore that, I guess, for now. We'll get that fixed for next time. Jordan Fisher, though, your leader. Samuel Joseph, Michael Alexis, Trevor Dyer, Braxton Ackridge, your top 5. CJ sitting right outside the top 5. Skylar Daly's jumped into the top 5. We'll see who's a contender and who's a pretender tonight on this restart. This is the final scheduled restart, I guess, of the race. And, these restarts get kind of crazy. So we'll see what happens here.
This is where patience is. You got to have patience. This is the time to have it, for sure.
How much does Joseph push the envelope here? We'll see. As they come around the corner, waiting for the green flag to fly. There's the green, and we're off. Side by side for second already. Alexis trying to take advantage on this restart.
There's Trevor now as well. He's got that track position. He ain't gonna let it go.
Yeah, Trevor trying to get position on Alexis here.
Ooh, was that Ackridge that slipped it up there?
He did.
Ooh, who's that spinning out of turn? Yeah, Alexis.
Oh, Alexis with issues there. Beside Trevor Dyer.
I don't know if I know Trevor just apologized. I don't know if that was actually if there was contact there.
So Alexis back there with Ackridge. Both those guys having issues on the start.
Yeah, and actually, no, there was no contact there. Alexis, he hit the forbidden curb and it threw the car.
Well, we'll see if Dyer has anything for Joseph.
Yeah.
CJ Gates back up into 4th position through all of that.
Well, as far as lap times going, Samuel was a lot quicker than Trevor, almost by a half a second as far as best lap time goes. So Trevor's going to need to hopefully have Samuel slip up a little bit here.
He's closing in, though.
He is, yeah. I think they all know they're kind of racing for second at this point.
Travis Burton getting around Braxton Ackridge. Sorry, Ackridge getting around Burton. Side by side, Beasley. Oh no, there goes Alexis through the dirt at turn 1 and 2. Oh, we got somebody spinning back there. Ryan Floyd in the tires back there in turn 2 as well.
Oh man.
Lowe's car. One of your favorite places.
Patience. Yeah, not really, but yeah. I like the red car he was driving the other night. Not a fan of the Lowe's. Give me a Menards every day of the week. Oh, who's that spinning right now? Is that that's not Alexa?
Chris Everett.
Yeah, Everett.
Sideways.
Man, he just got loose coming out of turn 7 there. Wow.
He's gonna have to sit in the grass and let everybody go by there, losing all that track position.
Patience is the game right now. I mean, we've seen too many guys right now. Just they have the track position, and it's so easy to lose here.
Samuel Joseph still right there in the sights of Trevor Dyer. Trevor's not falling back, and Samuel's not pulled away here.
Yeah, well, actually, Trevor kind of increased his best lap time. Matter of fact, both Samuel and Trevor both ran their fastest laps that last lap.
Don Saprinoff coming out of the last corner there. Get it back going, but yeah, we're going to focus on this battle for second because it is starting to close up.
Yeah, and yeah, like I said, they're increasing speed as well.
I feel like Trevor probably hasn't had the clean air to set a fast time so far. Now he does. He's chasing down one of the faster cars here. Of course, he's got the bit in his teeth here, chasing him down.
Well, again, after Sunday, he's probably still a little bit sore from Sunday. He was, leading laps, had a really great initial run, and I can't remember what happened, but he. It
was contact, actually.
Yeah, there was a little. Right, and yeah, the engine expired like almost instantly, so he's just trying to have a little redemption tonight here.
So far, so good, up to 3rd spot.
Yeah, and Ryan Floyd smoking in the pits right there as they were going by him.
Somebody tell him that's not good for his health.
Yeah.
Alexis around Travis Burton back up in the 8th spot. Ackridge in 7th. Man, this battle for second is kind of what I'm watching. This still pretty close. Trevor Dyer starting to put some pressure on Samuel Joseph.
Yeah, but as the race goes on, they're having a little bit more of a barbecue party out pit road, it looks like.
Ian Perkins off. Ackridge goes wide. It's going to allow Alexis through. Actually, Alexis was already through, was he?
Yeah, I think even Michael said thank you, Braxton. Braxton kind of let it go by a little bit there.
Back to turn 11 with this battle for second between Trevor Dyer, Samuel Joseph. Trevor being a little more aggressive on the brakes than Michael Alexis was in the past, so he may have a chance here in the braking zone.
Well, again, you got to set up turn 10. You got to, or to set up turn 11, the hairpin. You got to set up turn 10, and you got to have that. You just got to have a really good turn 10 exit and keep the momentum.
Looking, we got a car in the grass as they go by there.
Yeah, that was Ziskovsky. Yeah, you can see Trevor actually, he was able to kind of climb the hill into turn 1 a little bit better than Samuel there. That's always been my strong point of the track as well. Just getting up through the hill. You can kind of use the natural gravity to help slow the car down a little bit and kind of roll up that hill a little bit more. And they're matching energy through that back half of the S's there.
Right into the S's here with Trevor Dyer on board with him. He's got that elephant on the front of his car for the Crimson Tide.
Yeah.
Charging through there.
He's out braking him into turn 11, but he did not get through turn 10 as well. If he can get the advantage out of turn 10, I think Trevor's going to be able to maybe make a play for that second spot.
So he's doing what Alexis was doing better in the braking zone, but not doing what Alexis was doing better, which is getting through the S's.
Yes. And you can, you can even see the glow on the rotors. It's a little bit more intense out of Trevor's car, so he's using way more brake and able to kind of dive the car in a little deeper.
Joseph doing a good job though, just staying on track, staying consistent. Like he's not changed anything he's doing. Been very stable, hasn't really put a foot wrong. The braking is just spot on and doing exactly what he needs to do to hang on to the second position.
Yep. All right, let's see what we can do here. This is kind of where you see it down these S's here. Trevor trying to get there. He's closing in on him.
He is closing in. You see, looking back from. Oh, here he comes with a charge. But see, charges the corner, loses it on exit.
And that's where it's hurting him. He was so good up to that point. He's got to back down that last corner and maybe and work for that run.
So hard to do when you're chasing somebody. You want to get every inch of everything you can, everywhere to close in. And he's close up here to turn 2.
Yeah,
open up the entry. Look at that though. He did a good job. Open the entry up, get a run off the corner as straight as you can. Really closed in here.
Yeah, he's definitely going a lot better going up the hill, especially here in turn 3 and 3A.
Not close enough to make a dive here. Of course, it's not really a great passing zone there anyway, but down here is.
Yes.
You can get off that corner. You can get in the corner deep and kind of force him wide. Still can't do it, but he's close to the S's here. Got a little lap traffic to deal with.
Oh, gets a little loose. He's pushing, man. You can tell. He's on the wheel. Back up the corner here right before 10, and maybe you could get that exit a little bit better than Samuel.
Again, this going on 10.7 seconds behind your leader. Jordan Fisher continues to dominate here. Did he get a run? Not quite close enough.
Yeah.
44 laps in the books. About 10 to go.
And this is, what we're watching here between second and third right now. This is why I love this track so much, because I've been in that spot many times where I've been in front and I've been in both positions. And there's so much, heeing and hawing going on as far as the different corners and different spots you're better at your opponent has. And it just, it's just a lot of fun out there. And, no matter how much whichever way it plays out by the end of this race, both of them are going to have a lot of fun, racing each other like they are.
You see the gap down there fluctuates. Again, you see how he opens the entry of the corner up. I think that does really well for Trevor Dyer. That was Jacob Booth they were getting around.
Yeah, Jacob gave him some room here.
Through the S's as he tries to close in.
And this isn't for the lead. We don't want to forget about our leader, Jordan. I mean, unfortunately, I'd love to talk about Jordan, but, he's got a 12-second lead at this point right now,
Is he
too.
going to dive? He's looking to the inside here. Going to hard on the brakes in the entry of turn 11. Locks it up just a little bit. Tries to get to the inside. Tries to give room. And looks like Samuel Joseph's going to have to drive off the corner. They still side by side. They are.
Well, Samuel didn't get a great exit himself. And actually, fortunately, Trevor being so good going up the hill, he did not have the preferred line there. Wasn't able to kind of capitalize there.
That's some great racing, and you're right. That's what's fun, and I'm sure these guys both have a smile on their face. Racing like this is fun. Being able to charge like this, being close to your opponent, but having to find a better way around him. Find out find his weakness and try to pounce on that.
Yep.
And right now, Samuel Joseph not showing many weaknesses.
No, and this is one of those tracks too where there's so many different opportunities to find and exploit the weaknesses, and you don't get that too much on many of the tracks out there. But this is one of those tracks where there's a lot of spots that a lot of passes can actually be made if you know what you're doing and just out there just having some fun. Let's see, Trevor's got to kind of match that energy he had. I mean, he got kind of slowed up there.
He's going to open up the entry here, kind of wide on entry, kind of pull it down to the inside. He's tighter through that corner than Joseph is and made up a lot of time actually through that corner.
Yeah. If he would have done that last lap, he would have passed. Unfortunately, I think he dove in a little too deep. He was on the inside too, so he wasn't able to get the arc there.
Another battle brewing. It's Davies and Skylar Daly back here for 6th and 7th. Yeah, 6-7. There you go.
There you go. I don't know if I want to take my eyes off this battle that's happening here because this is.
Yeah, I know this is the closest. I'm looking at the gaps, and this is the closest battle on track right now. This is the excitement. Oh, is Trevor going to look? Nope. Trying to fake him out here.
It's such a technical track, but there are some good high-speed runs as well. I mean, it's like I say, there's a reason why it's in my top 3 of favorite tracks out there. And I love the Glen, but give me Sonoma every day of the week.
Trevor opens up his entry, but unfortunately goes wide on exit.
And you can just see how much deeper he could dive into turn 11, though.
Well, you saw he was on the edge last time when he tried to make a move, locked up the brakes just a little bit, but got to the inside. Unfortunately, couldn't get the car turned and wrapped around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, he can definitely drive in deep and brake deep, but sometimes you can't drive in that deep. And I mean, here too, if he can get a good run going up the hill, and the problem is, Samuel's been running such a clean and tidy line in front of him, he's not really giving him an opportunity to kind of capitalize in turn 2 there. I mean, yeah, Samuel's just, we've been talking about Trevor, but man, Samuel's just running. I'm curious to know how much he's actually looking in the mirror with Trevor behind him. He's got to know he's back there.
Coming up on...
lap traffic. Who's that? Yeah.
Slushy machine?
That's John Massey. Actually, yeah, they're catching Massey in kind of a bad spot here.
Yeah, it's going to check up Joseph just a little bit.
Yeah, Trevor just needs to make that turn 10. He actually got a little bit of a run there.
Did pretty good right there. And Joseph saw it. He's going to defend, but he's not going to be able to defend the move. Here comes Dyer to the inside.
Oh, man.
Wraps around, trying to get the power up off the corner. Joseph's sideways as well. They're going to be side by side once again down the straightaway. But I tell you what, Dyer's got a little bit more of a head of steam here.
If he can somewhat clear him, we know he's a little quicker going up this hill.
Oh, Joseph dives in there trying to clear him. Dyer. Oh, contact between him and Yosef sends Yosef around in turn 2.
Oh, I know Trevor did not want to see it happen that way. You can see he's a little slow right now too, as well.
I mean, Yosef pushed the issue up to turn 2 as well. Kind of pushed Trevor wide off the track a little bit. He got on that curb and I think bounced up into him.
Oh man.
Let's go back and look at that.
Trevor gave back the spot.
All right, let's go back and let's ride on board with Samuel Yosef here. The track, unfortunately there, and then we'll ride on board with Trevor Dyer here. Got off the track and pushed wide. Just pushing, both of those guys pushing the issue into that corner.
Yeah, I mean they've been hard fought battle there, but hey, hats off to Trevor there. He gave him back his spot. They got a car here. I don't know if they notice it. Wow.
Was that Matthew Doyle, I think?
Yeah.
No, that's not Doyle. That Doyle's off in a different section. I think it's Everett. Chris Everett was there.
That's true. Yeah, that was Everett.
Wow. You're right. Talking about that, Trevor Dyer to give Yosef his spot back there. He's like, nope, I want to do this the right way. And they got time to do that too. Now, if the Lexus was right on them, I doubt that Trevor would have lifted there. But Trevor's like, nope, I'm gonna lift and let you get that back, and we're gonna try that again.
And no, they're not teammates. Samuel's running a Toyota. Trevor's in the Ford. Trevor's actually teammates with Jordan Fisher, who's at a 29-second lead right now.
Yeah, let's talk about Jordan for a second. He's way up here up front by himself. Like you said, 29 seconds, Fisher up front, the 39. I know we haven't talked about it much because he's been in his own zip code most of the night. Restarts have been his only challenge.
I mean, I hate not talking about the leader, but, when you're going to put that much of a spanking on the rest of the field, I mean, you got to bring it on yourself. Sorry.
True. Fisher out front, 29 seconds.
Here comes that move again.
Clear.
Trevor's still trying.
Yeah, when you got the leader 29 seconds ahead and you got a battle for second that's like this every lap. Yeah. Sorry. We're gonna have to talk about this. Watch it. Here he comes again to the inside. He's gonna try to make this move again, trying to make it the right way. Gets the car slowed down this time. Although Yosef got the power down on the exit, he's going to maintain this position.
Yeah, I mean, the line Yosef had going up the hill definitely was the preferred line into 1. Trevor had the preferred line going into 2, but it just that outside line is a little bit stronger in turn 2.
Yosef was a little slow out of 4 there.
He got a little, both of them, him and Trevor, both got a little bit of a wiggle going there. I'll tell you, man, these guys are... They're having a lot of fun, I'm sure.
Putting on a show.
I almost want to bring them into the, if they do finish second and third, I almost want to bring them just both in the booth and just say, you guys just chat amongst yourself. I'm just dying to hear what you guys got to say to each other.
Bill Fisher, everybody out there commending Dyer for giving the spot back. Absolutely. So here comes Dyer with a dive to the outside, locks it up. Spin it sideways. Hangs onto it. I tell you what, Yosef, it got him all out of shape too. He's out of shape on exit. Yeah. Great racing by these two, and I agree with the respectful move for giving it back. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what sim racing is supposed to be. That's the spirit of sim racing, man. You're here to have fun, and you don't want to do anything to mess up somebody else's race.
Well, you never want to win a race in that way, and even just making a pass. You want to be as clean as you can. Sometimes stuff happens on track. I mean, we're all going to do it. It's inevitable. It's going to happen, and it's just how you act and how you react to it is what makes gives you credibility at the end of the day. And I guarantee you, Samuel will remember that probably as long as he's racing in this league, especially against Trevor.
Yep. And it's been a lot of fun. He's put his car in the right spot. He's got a little bit of a lead now over the 38 of Dyer. He's got to lock in here for the last couple laps, try to claw that back in.
they've been battling so hard, they're both getting a little sloppy. So it's going to be who's going to be the least sloppy here in the next couple of laps.
Who makes the least mistakes? You're right.
That's right.
Again, Jordan Fisher, 32 seconds up the field, up the track. He's already hitting the S's. And looking to about 3 laps to go. Is that CJ Gates is off? But we had Jacob Booth, I think, was off the track trying to give the leader some room as well.
Skylar Daly spinning around. He's creating a little bit of parking lot on the exit of 10 or 11.
Yeah, Ackridge involved a little bit. CJ Gates right there.
Yeah, they are actually battling for positions themselves back there.
Ackridge trying to claw in CJ Gates.
Well, I hate to say it, but this battle for second and third is kind of tamped down a little bit here. Trevor's only going to have a couple more laps to get this done if he wants to try and go after it. I don't know if either one of them have the tire to kind of keep each other at bay here right now.
Just going through the field, Thad Teasley in 6th spot, having a good run. Oh, you get the battle. Looks like Gates gave it to Ackridge here. So I was talking about Thad Teasley in 6th. It's Matt Davies now in 7th position, which is great. You got Braxton Ackridge in 8th and CJ Gates in 9th.
Yeah, and they were a little tighter as far as positioning goes a little while ago, but yeah, they've kind of separated slightly. All right, back up. The battle's back on. The battle's back. They're in 3 and 3A.
There's a battling through here. Our leader.
Man, you can see Trevor the car's just getting squirrely on him. He can't get the power down.
The leader's coming through the final corner. He's going to come around and see the white flag. 1 lap to go for Jordan Fisher. A dominant performance here tonight. He's led every lap except for that exchange where some of the cars stayed out under the stage caution. But white flag, 1 lap to go here for him and this battle for second.
Yeah, and he's at 33 seconds and counting, and that's almost half a lap over second and third right now.
Trevor got a little out of shape there on the exit, but he's going to dive down to the outside here in turn 11, try to do the crossover. Can he get inside? Not quite. Oh no, he spins off turn 11.
Yeah, he was so tight on the inside wall there. I think he actually made a little contact with the wall before he spun.
And Alexis is actually going to be able to get around him for third. So Trevor Dyer spins, coming to the white flag. He's going to fall to 4th position. And our leader working some lap traffic for the final time. Oh, a little off the track there for Fisher. Gonna get his first incident point, I believe, there.
Well, I'll tell you, we kind of were sleeping on Alexis here, but, he had that early issues after the restart, and, man, what a rebound. I didn't realize he was even that close to a second or third at that point.
Through the final corner, though, our leader comes. What a dominant performance. Nothing, I don't know what to say about it. Jordan Fisher, though, is going to come across the line and win here at Sonoma with a 34-second lead. Jordan Fisher, your winner here at Sonoma Raceway. And we've got some wrecks here in the top of turn 1 here.
Yeah, looking back, Samuel's pretty much uncontested, getting ready to go into 11. Alexich as well, just getting on a turn 10 here.
Ooh, Trevor Dyer off the track.
Yeah.
Trying to chase an Alexis. It's not going to be enough, though. Alexis is going to round the corner and hang on to third. Samuel Joseph, though, 2nd spot. Solid run for him. Looking forward to talk to him and see what he has to say about that battle. Third for Michael Alexich. Trevor Dyer is going to finish in 4th position. And then Skylar Daly here trying to hang on against Thad Teasley. Oh, we got a...
Oh, somebody spin it right in front of...
Thad had to miss Jacob Booth there coming out of the last corner.
Yeah.
But he's going to do so and hang on to 6th position. Matt Davies going to finish in 7th as he crosses the line.
Oh, Zukowski and Braxton have a little contact right there in the final corner.
Luckily, that's not for position. Ackridge going to cross in 8th position. CJ Gates is going to come home in 9th.
Yeah, and that's it for the lead lap cars.
That's it. So Jordan Fisher, man, what can you say about the fish? He's been dominant on the speedways, the super speedways, short tracks, and now road courses. The guy doesn't have a weakness.
No, yeah, I mean, he's got the total package right now, and some of these guys need to maybe start talking to him, finding out his strategies, checking out what kind of hardware he's running. I mean, there's a plethora of information that needs to be uh, talked about with him.
I mean, you got his teammates out there too.
Yeah, well, it's wild too. I mean, you got to remember this is a fixed setup league, so everybody's out here running the same sets as well. So it's just, it's definitely what he's doing with his feet and his hands, and obviously his mind. He's able to kind of cut through these road courses, and I mean with every track, but especially out here to do that kind of domination, that's pretty impressive.
Absolutely, it is. He burns it down on the start finish line. Let's look at our results, which are hopefully going to show the correct order. I'm going to run through the top 10 and let you take it from there. Jordan Fisher with the win here tonight. A dominating performance. Samuel Joseph in second spot. You got Michael Alexis finishing in third position. You got Trevor Dyer back there in fourth. Heartbreak kind of for Trevor there. He was battling for second. Falls a position there at the end on the last lap. Skylar Daly back there in fifth position. You got Thad Teasley in sixth. Matt Davies finishing in seventh spot. Braxton Ackridge in eighth. CJ Gates in ninth position. And Travis Burton rounding out your top 10.
All right, yeah, finishing 11th, Matt Ruddick. Then Trey Whitehead, 12th. Landon Rainey, 13th. Kyle Cortez, 14th. Troy Sand, 15th. Ian Perkins, 16th. Chris Everett, 17th. John Massey, 18th. Jacob Booth, 19th. Peyton Holland, 20th. Zach Sokowski, 21. Matthew Doyle, 22nd. Ryan Floyd, 23rd. Dalton Zaprina, 24th. Cody Pierce, 25th. Thaddeus Friel, 26th. Missio Flores, 27th. Bobby Bender, 28th. Michael Childs, 29th. And then David Esky, 30th. And I don't think David actually took a lap, but he's on the board regardless.
All right. Well, that was an exciting finish, at least for second. I don't know, wasn't exciting,
Yeah.
wasn't close for first, but second was an interesting battle for sure. But Jordan Fisher putting on a dominating performance here tonight. Nobody could touch him. When we come back, we'll talk to our top three finishers and see what they have to say about tonight's exciting finish here at Sonoma Raceway. We'll be right back after this.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Back here at Sonoma Raceway, finishing up the Sonoma 125 for the Apex Racing Cup Series here on Full Throttle Television. Jordan Fisher with a dominant performance. I feel like we say that every week here on Tuesdays, but another dominating performance by the Fish here at Sonoma. So we're going to kick it over to our post-race show. We'll see if we can talk to some of these guys in our top three and see what they have to say about what they experienced tonight, and see if it matches up to what we experienced tonight. Let's talk to Michael Alexis, who finishes in third position. Michael, man, congratulations. What a race. It's kind of an up and down race for you, but it was exciting nonetheless. I know you were sitting back there watching that battle for second, then go back and forth, hoping for a shot at a top three, and the door kind of opened there, and you walked right through.
Yes, sir. Obviously, you don't want to have to come down to the luck or someone's misfortune to get you up there, but um, had a lot more work than what I was used to the rest of this race in the third stage. I got myself loose at the start of it, and so I had to rebound and came back through most of the field. I was just really glad a lot of guys were really respectful, kind of let me go by. But yeah, definitely not what we drew up at the start.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're right about the respectful racing. Everybody being very respectful out there. Even the lap cars kind of giving way and everything, and that's kind of what we like to see here in sim racing in general. But yeah, you're right. You kind of made yourself some extra work there, but it had to be kind of fun, kind of cutting through the field, making those passes, and like you said, it's not just riding around. Now you got to go make some passes and make some things happen.
Yeah, obviously, I can't. I probably shouldn't say it was fun, but it is definitely a lot more fun to go kind of moving around cars. Obviously, it's always good to be up front. Like Jordan is most of the time. We just kind of hang out and keep on your laps. But it definitely keeps me engaged, keep me on my toes, my p's and q's, just staying in it because I have a bad tendency on a lot of these to just kind of back off and I'm by myself. So it really helped me focus to kind of work through and get back to where I was up there.
Yeah, I know you had some good battles though. We kind of highlighted some of the battles you had through the field with Alexich, with even with Dyer, some of the other guys, and it looked like it was a lot of fun. I know you enjoy these road courses. What particularly do you enjoy about road course racing here?
Well, particularly in Sonoma, it's a lot. It's kind of a different. It's kind of different than what we usually expect. I think every road course on the NASCAR circuit offers them a little bit different. Obviously, Coda is a more technical, really tight, almost like a short track feel to it. Whereas Sonoma, it's a lot more rolling than so much attacking the corners. So I love it just because one, the elevation changes. That's obviously it's trouble, but it's a lot
Yeah.
of fun when you get in there. Just coming over the crest of three, all the S's where you can just keep hopping side to side around it. But um, definitely my favorite part has to be the S's, just because you get to hop all around it with the car and feel it sliding underneath you.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is a lot of fun for that reason because the elevation change kind of throws an extra challenge as far as the grip is concerned in the car as well. So it's always an extra challenge. You top the hill, you never know really what you're going to get. So I tell you what, and even with the cars around you, you never really know what you're going to get. But it was a lot of fun, man. It was fun to watch. It was fun to watch you work there and work back into the top three there at the end. So congratulations on that, man. I'm going to throw it to you, let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
Thank you, sir. Obviously, always want to shout out the team: Troy, Cody, Kyle, Ian, myself, Abby watching, Corey if he's watching out there too. Shout out to HendrickCars.com, Fantasy Sim Racing, Fish Speed Brakes for their help with a lot of our practice stuff. A new sponsor today had to break out the Roto Rooter, so we were glad to
Yeah.
get them on the car and get a good finish out of that. Didn't have so much of a great luck on Sunday, so always good to rebound.
Absolutely, man. It was fun to watch, and you did have the guys out there, or guys and girls out there, cheering you on in chat. So love to see that as well, man. Congratulations on third, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. It's Bristol, baby.
That's right. We're going to Bristol next week. Can't wait for it. And Alexis certainly is going to be in the picture there next week at Bristol. Can't wait for that. Alexis finishing. Boy, if I could talk, finishing in third spot there. A solid third place finish for him as we head into Bristol. Tony, I believe you're standing by with our second place finisher, Mr. Samuel Yosef.
Yep, sitting here with Samuel, second place, man. You were kind of like the Pied Piper around there for a while. You had Alexich behind you for a while, kind of beating on your bumper. Then Trevor at the very end beating on your bumper. I mean, you guys, that race for second was just incredible to watch with both your competitors, and you were just like calm, cool, and collected, and just kind of kept your line and just kept it going. I mean, how was the night tonight?
Yeah.
You must have had a lot of fun, right?
Yeah, yeah, I love road courses, especially in the next gen car. I think, especially with what NASCAR has done, is really just giving the opportunity for guys who enjoy road course racing to really flex their muscle when they're out there. So, yeah, being out there, having Michael, and I think I had, um, what was his name? Trey Whitehead at one point was trying to
Yeah.
battle me, and he got some damage, so it was unfortunate with that. But that battle with Trevor Dyer was probably my favorite part of it. Me and him and Jordan were all in the same chat, so we're laughing our heads off and just trying to make sure that we're having fun out there. But I really appreciate what he did. I know he didn't mean to hit me in that point. He's trying to go for a pass. And I really appreciate him giving back that position right there. And we went back and battled it out. And unfortunately, we didn't get that last lap battle that everybody was waiting for, but it is what it is.
Well, yeah, I mean, absolutely. Yeah, mad respects to Trevor. I already even kind of talked to him a little bit, or I sent him a little private message there. I mean, it was a great battle. Definitely not the finish he wanted, but man, the two of you guys, you put on a hell of a show. You'll see it in the broadcast when you go back and rewatch. And I think a lot of guys, obviously, too, that were watching out there. Mad respect to both of you. You guys made it fun, kept it clean. Some stuff's gonna happen, and
Yeah.
that's just the way the racing goes. And especially too, that turn two. It's a tight corner, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man, the two you guys were making it look a lot of fun. I almost wanted to be out there in the mix with you. I'm a big fan of this track. Love this place as well. So, man, just a great run though overall. I mean, your card. You look like you were locked in. I mean, it wasn't really getting out of shape until kind of the end, after almost after that battle was going on.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, just congrats, man. Great night tonight.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. Uh, I have my fair share with road course racing. I do a lot of sports car racing on the iRacing side, so it's fun to be out here. Have fun with the lefts and rights and all that. But I can't wait to get back on the ovals. That's really what we're here for.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I'm a road courser myself, but there's something about the ovals that always keeps coming, bring me back. And I can never turn down a Sonoma race as well because, like I said, I love it. But again, congrats on your second. The floor is yours, man. Great job tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just want to give a shout out to Radiator Springs Racing. I know I'm not under their title, but racing with all those guys and Radiator Springs Racing is pretty fun. So, well, we almost had that 1, 2, 3, but it was still a great race. Want to give a shout out to Premier Racing Setups, all those guys over there for what they do, how they're teaching me, especially Jeremy Gardner over there. Want to give a shout out to Skylar Daly. He's the one that brought me into this league, and it's been pretty fun since I've joined. So can't wait to get some more racing in.
All right, man. Well, yeah, we'll see you next week at Bristol. What do you think you got for them?
Uh, well, I'm not that great at Bristol, so just gonna try to survive. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I'm not expecting a great showing like I had today, but we'll see. You never know what's gonna happen.
That's true. Yeah, you never know. All right, man. Well, yeah, we'll see you next week. And again, yeah, great night tonight. And yeah, see you next week.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, you're with the fish. I don't know what to say. Have we used all the fish puns? I mean,
I got one.
upstream, downstream, go for it.
Well, it looks like the fish enjoys his wine. Jordan Fisher winning in wine country. I guess a fish can swim in wine, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love. Well, my mom loves wine, but I don't mind wine myself too. Much develop. So yeah,
Man, a dominating performance tonight. I don't know what even to say. I don't have the words, man. You jumped out front early on. You were able to pull that big gap on all the stage restarts. Nobody really had anything for you tonight. You were out there. You were cruising in wine country tonight, man. There was nobody really around. I mean, the lap cars, I guess you had to contend with, but other than that, it was a nice Sunday drive on a Tuesday night.
yeah. I mean, that was kind of the biggest thing. Obviously, it's just trying to keep the car clean. Don't put myself in a bad situation. So we obviously did not need to force that and all that. And then from there, just kind of let my pace handle itself. Don't push the tires too much. And yeah, we were able to kind of pull away, and it's great to park in victory lane.
Yeah, cool, calm, and collective. Now, I will say the only challenge you really had is those restarts. You had to be kind of a little bit concerned maybe of a late dive on the restarts. These guys kind of trying to get overly aggressive, and we had to flip on the stage too. We had a couple guys stay out on the stage that you had to get around. That was really your only concerns. But how concerned were you at that point? You, like you said, just trying to take care of the car, but that had to be on your mind.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a big conversation within the team chats at the moment there. Had Samuel and the BC with me there. So, it was just kind of just the pace there a little bit, make sure that we don't put ourselves in a bad situation, kind of see how those first two cars in front of us are going to go and where they're going to go, and then just kind of, make the pass when the opportunity struck. And we are able to get, that pass out of turn two from there and, set sail.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's been a impressive run for you here in the series as well. I think you missed last week at Darlington though, unfortunately, but or were you there? I can't remember.
No, I was
Yeah.
not.
That's right. We had somebody new win last week. That's right. Man, listen, but you show up, man, at these races and you are so fast. So I mean, what is the key? Is it throttle control? Is it managing your steering angles? What do you focus on more when you practice for these races?
Definitely throttle control. It's kind of a mindset thing. If I'm trying to focus on my consistency and throwing laps together, then, making sure that I'm smooth with the throttle, making sure that I, get the shift, especially from first to second gear around here. So it's a lot of feeling the rear end of the car with the throttle. And, it's just, and that, kind of builds confidence where you can kind of create good habits to maybe put the power down just a little bit, quicker.
Yep, saves tire life and also keeps the tire heat down. That's one thing I struggle with on iRacing too is the throttle control. So that's always something I work on. First thing I think of when I see somebody out there as smooth as you are through the corners, I'm like, man, if I could just figure out how to be smoother. But yeah, I don't know. We might have to check in on that some training classes and get myself up to speed, man. But congrats again on a solid run here tonight. I'm going to throw it to Tony. Tony, go ahead and take it away.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, yeah, you dominant performance tonight. I mean, congrats again on another impressive win. I don't know. People got to be ringing your DMs or something, saying, "Hey, I need some help." I don't know if it's hardware you're using, just calm, cool, collected. I mean, did you at all look in the mirror at all to see if anybody was even close to you, or you just kind of had this thing locked down and just said, "I'm going forward"? It looked like you were dealing with more with the lap traffic because you put down about 20 cars tonight than you did than you were worried about behind you.
Yeah, I was never really too worried about looking behind me or like looking at my relative just because that can sometimes be a distraction for me. So it's just more so like focusing on what's ahead of me, what's around me, just being aware of that and whatever. And then, once I can kind of settle, into my pace, then, if I need to peek at my relative or some information, then, I can do that. But, you know, especially early on there, just really just putting my head down and, locked in.
Yeah, flipping the
Yeah,
flipping the
got it.
mirror up and focused out the windshield. That's exactly what you need to do right there, man. You did a great job out there tonight, man. Congratulations again on a great win, a dominating win here at Sonoma Raceway. I'm going to throw it to you, let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
Yeah, I just want to thank all the admins, everybody that puts on this league. It's a great league overall. I want to thank you guys for putting on a great broadcast as always. I want to thank everybody part of the Fish Speed Breaks community. We've been releasing weekly a fixed track guide videos. So to be able to release Sonoma for everybody in the league was definitely beneficial. Talking to a few of the drivers in the league, so it's nice to know that it's benefiting everybody within the league. And I want to thank all my family for watching, my beautiful girlfriend as always for supporting me, and yeah.
Absolutely, man. The Fish does it again, man. Congratulations on the win tonight here at Sonoma, and we'll see you next week at Bristol.
Thank you. Fish.
All right, there's Jordan Fisher. What can you say, Tony? All eyes forward. Another dominating performance by the Fish.
I mean, yeah, we said it in the broadcast too. The only thing he didn't get a lot of airtime just because he was
Yeah.
so much out in front. I mean, but yeah, you can't say enough about the performance. I mean, he was just on it all night. I mean, we see it with him every time he's out there on the racetrack, and tonight was just something special. And yeah, I don't know. I just some guys are going to have to really start to maybe figure out the road course program, especially when we get to the Glen in a couple weeks. And it's just, yeah, very impressive tonight. Just unbelievable. I can't believe, 33 seconds by the end of this race. I mean, 34 seconds, something like that. That's that's a butt kicking.
Well, I mean, road courses is one thing. Okay, we got somebody that dominates at road course. This dude, though, he can do this at any track we go to. He's been very
Yeah,
dominant at every track we go to. He's going to be hard to handle when we go to Bristol, even. I mean, so
true.
um, we'll see if anybody can come up with something. I'm sure they're scratching their head and probably doing a little research, or we'll see if they can close the gap to him as we head to Bristol, or if it's going to be another Fish win at Bristol. We'll see. Some guy said that they need to turn Bristol into a pond, and I got a feeling if they did, the Fish would be there. There you
He's
go.
he's very efficient on track.
Oh, I see what you did there. All
Yeah.
right, all right, yeah, yeah. All right, let's look at our broadcast schedule coming up this week. One more race left tomorrow night, 9 p.m. The Sim Racing Points Truck Series in action. Can't wait to see those guys get out there and duke it out. And then we start again on Sundays with the Apex O'Reilly Series. Same group here, only the O'Reilly Series for those guys on Sundays at 9 p.m. Definitely want to tune in, but there's our schedule here at Full Throttle Television. We got a lot of racing going on every week here at Full Throttle TV. So that's going to do it for us, though, here at Sonoma Raceway. Another great race by the Apex Racing Cup Series as they tackle Sonoma. They're going to be leaving here and going to Bristol. Cannot wait to next Tuesday. It's going to be a lot of fun. You definitely want to tune in to see what happens there. But for Tony Solari and everybody at Full Throttle Television, my name's Brody Hanna. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you had fun like we did. Thanks for the chats. We love having you guys along. Make sure to join us every night here at Full Throttle Television. Make sure to like and subscribe too if you haven't done so yet. We'd love to have you on board. Again, with those subscriptions, trying to get to 1,000. Help us out. We'd love to have you on board. But that's going to do it for us here at Sonoma. We'll see you tomorrow night, 9 p.m. for the Sim Racing Points Truck Series here on Full Throttle TV.